The much anticipated milestone event for the media and entertainment sector, Waves of World Audiovisual and Entertainment Summit 2025 is just about to begin in Mumbai. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will inaugurate Waves 2025, India's first of its kind World Audiovisual and Entertainment Summit at the Geo World Convention Centre in Mumbai.
That's right. Who's who of the media and entertainment industry sector have gathered in Mumbai for Waves. It's a 4-day summit, as the tagline, connecting creators, connecting countries. It is poised to position India as a global hub for media, entertainment, digital innovation. Brings together creators, startups, industry leaders, policymakers from across the world.
That's right. So what are the offerings of Waves over 4 days? Starting today, we'll explore that question.
That's right. And how will it amplify India's voice as global powerhouse in the media, entertainment, technology space? All that and more in our special broadcast, Waves 2025. I'm Shubhendu Ghosh with my colleague Manun Bhattacharya.
So the opening day of a 4-day Waves 2025 will see panel discussions featuring actors such as Amitabh Bachchan and Akshay Kumar as the moderator. A 30-member orchestra will showcase the journey of Indian cinema, and invocation by M.M. Keeravani will also take place. DD India's Deepika Mehto reports.
It's all set, and India is all set to welcome more than 30 countries from all across the globe, right from leading industry talents to all the stakeholders related to the industry of world audio, visual and entertainment. Waves is all set to open with a grand glitz opening ceremony.
The first ever World Audio, Visual and Entertainment Summit 2025, or WAVES, is all set to open in Mumbai with a grand ceremony witnessing performances by various renowned artists. The event will be inaugurated by Prime Minister Narendra Modi at Mumbai's Geo World Convention Centre. From a stirring invocation by M.M. Keeravani to a 30-member orchestra showcasing journey into India's cinema and storytelling, the event will open with glitz and glamour. The flagship event, organized by the Ministry of Information and Broadcasting, aims at bringing together the world's leading media, entertainment and technology giants beginning from May 1st and will conclude on May 4th. The event is all set to be attended by more than 30 countries, film and television personalities, whereas Day 1 will have a high-profile panel discussion titled Legends and Legacies, the stories that shaped India's soul, featuring iconic actors such as Amitabh Bachchan, Hema Malini and more. And the session will be moderated by actor Akshay Kumar.
It's a great initiative, and for India to host an event like that, it's very inspiring for all the youth. It's very inspiring for all the creators. I think it's a great hub to start off with. I think something like for us, I think it's a great opportunity where you can really showcase your talent, and India becomes that hub to nurture it.
The inaugural function will be a showcase of India's culture, tradition and India's growth in the media and entertainment industry, beginning with the help of various segments and pavilions. These include Bharat Pavilion. The Bharat Pavilion is a tribute to India's soul, encapsulating the country's ancient storytelling legacy, offering global audiences a deep dive into India's media. Exhibition Pavilion. The Exhibition Pavilion is a dynamic showcase of imagination meeting innovation. From cutting-edge technology to future-forward trends, it exhibits Indian and global breakthroughs in media and entertainment. Gaming Arcade. The Gaming Arcade is an electrifying hub of immersive gameplay. Waves Bazaar. The Waves Bazaar is a global marketplace for the creator economy that facilitates B2B and B2G collaborations, buyer-seller meets, co-production tie-ups, and the exchange of content rights across formats, from scripts and music to niche content like animation and comics. WaveX. The WaveX is a platform where visionary ideas turn into global ventures through live pitching sessions, funding opportunities, and showcasing innovations in the media and entertainment sector. Creatosphere. Creatosphere is a visionary hub crafted by creators. It is a dynamic stage celebrating imagination and innovation, tradition and technology. Apart from this, the event will also host global media dialogue along with a national gathering on community radio. As the first ever event of its kind, Waves 2025 will promote cultural diversity, innovation, and equitable access to media platforms.
So what are you waiting for? Stay tuned with DD India for all the latest updates from Mumbai as we bring you all the latest information from Waves, world's and India's first audio-visual and entertainment summit that will bring you an array of opportunities and entertainment. With camera person Monty, this is Deepika reporting for DD India from Mumbai.
And India takes center stage at Waves 2025, where creativity meets technology. India's public service broadcaster Prasar Bharati is set to play a pivotal role in taking it to the world using 4K coverage and seamless transmission. Our colleague Taposh Bhattacharya gets us more.
In a world fueled by stories, innovation and creativity, India is stepping boldly into a new era of possibilities. Welcome to Waves Summit 2025, where imagination meets industry and the future of global media is being shaped. This year, Waves Summit brings together the brightest minds, visionary creators, and industry pioneers from across the world, all under one roof, united by one vision: to position India as the global hub for media and entertainment. Bringing this extraordinary event to life is Prasar Bharati, the official media broadcaster for Waves Summit 2025.
Prasar Bharati has always worked very closely with all the broadcasters within India. Whether it is sharing our own infrastructure with other radio stations or also providing TV channels with a platform to carry their signals to the audiences through the DD Free Dish. So similarly, the Waves OTT allows a number of other channels. More than 70-75 channels are already being broadcast there. And there are also a very large number of content producers who've used this platform to take their content to the audiences. And we've always firmly believed that it's mutually beneficial for the sector to grow as a whole. It benefits us, it benefits the other broadcasters, and of course our audiences all over India and all over the world.
Harnessing the power of 4K technology, Prasar Bharati is delivering every moment in breathtaking detail. With a massive deployment of over 80 cameras, including 3 Jimmy Jibs for smooth cinematic shots and 4 RF cameras for dynamic moving coverage, every angle, every story is captured flawlessly. The magic doesn't stop there. To ensure seamless transmission, Prasar Bharati is transporting signals from Mumbai via satellite and cutting-edge GSM mobile technology using more than 20 advanced backpack transmitters across the venue. And for precision and flexibility, robotic PTZ cameras are also in action, covering every corner, every expression, every breakthrough moment.
Waves Summit 2025 isn't just an event, it's a movement redefining global media and entertainment. With Kabas and Ashish, this is Taposh Bhattacharya for DD India from Mumbai.
And joining us now live is our correspondent Shama Mishra from Mumbai. Shama, in a short while from now, Prime Minister Narendra Modi will be throwing open Waves 2025. Tell us about the who's who that have gathered there from India and around the world and the biggest attractions starting today for the next 4 days.
Well, Munmun, for starters, the place where the event is going to happen, the inaugural session, which is this Jasmine Hall, it's already filled with people, it's overflowing with people, and we have seen the celebrities coming in and they're taking these seats as well. So in that, we've seen Saif Ali Khan, Subhash Ghai, Anil Kapoor, Nusrat Bharucha, Madhur Bhandarkar, and several other filmmakers and people and celebrities related to the media and entertainment industry. Also, we've seen so many consulates coming in over here because they have also been invited, and there are so many people coming from across the world, because we understand the participation is both from the participants as well as the dignitaries. They are from more than 60 countries. So we are hosting a mega event over here, and it will begin in some time when the Prime Minister Narendra Modi comes over here and he inaugurates the entire session. Also, we are understanding that Prime Minister would be visiting several sessions, and he'll be visiting several areas in the Geo Center, Geo World Convention Center, and we understand that he'll be engaging in various sessions, and apart from that, there'll be so many sessions happening otherwise as well. Once the Prime Minister leaves from the inaugural session hall, there'll be sessions, panel discussions held over there. You've already mentioned in your package that actors and filmmakers themselves would be conducting the sessions, and one of that is the one where Akshay Kumar is holding the session. And if you understand, if the moderator is Akshay Kumar, we can only imagine the panelists or the speakers, how big they would be. And these panelists are S.S. Rajamouli, then Chiranjeevi, Hema Malini, Rajnikant. These people are there in that panel discussion. Apart from that, there's another panel discussion happening, which will be moderated by Karan Johar. There we understand there will be Alia Bhatt, Vicky Kaushal, and apart from that, there will be Deepika Padukone, Ranveer Kapoor, these Shah Rukh Khan, these people would be there, and the panel discussions and the fireside chat, everything would be happening. Throughout the day, there will be various discussions being held. CEO Roundtable Conference would be happening. Then there will be the cultural event, it will be happening, which is slated at around 6 p.m. And in that, we can see what all India's tradition, what all India's cultural heritage has to offer. So all this would be there, and this is just the first day, and we are having a lot happening in stock, and it will all be thrown open, it will all be rolled out for people to see from across the world in the next 3 days, which is till May 4th. Back to you.
Right there, Shama. We'll continue to come back to you to learn more about Waves 2025 as it kickstarts today. Waves 2025 promises global collaboration, innovation among a host of offerings. DD India correspondent Siddharth Bharadwaj brings us more from the ground.
It is all set for the World Audiovisual and Entertainment Summit, or Waves, set to take place in the City of Dreams, Mumbai, from 1st to 4th of May. The theme of this year's summit is connecting creators, connecting countries. This is a summit where creativity knows no bounds and the opportunities are endless. From WaveX, which empowers startups, to Waves Bazaar, where you can sell, buy and create content. This summit is proving to be a game changer, especially when it comes to India's media and entertainment industry. This summit will also see the inauguration of Bharat Pavilion, which will redefine the storytelling. For a fact, we know that storytelling in India has been there for many years. And when it comes to the technology, when it combines with the technology, the result is magical. From contemporary music to EDM, from competitions to creation, this is certainly a creator's paradise. This is a summit where new technologies will be introduced. There will be plenary sessions. Everyone is waiting for Waves 2025. From Bollywood celebrities to Hollywood celebrities, from entrepreneurs to global CEOs, everyone will witness this game-changing summit. And one thing is for sure, that this summit will revolutionize the creativity. And when it comes to creativity, this is just a beginning. With camera person Jagmohan, this is Siddharth Bharadwaj reporting for DD India in Mumbai.
So there is so much on offer as far as the Waves Summit is concerned, and it's just starting shortly, and the Waves initiative has been widely praised by the entertainment sector. The participants and advisors have been highlighting its potential to elevate India's position in the global audiovisual and entertainment landscape. DD India has had an exclusive conversation with Bollywood actor and Waves advisory member Anupam Kher. Take a look.
Bollywood legend Anupam Kher. Sir, tell us about Waves. How do you like this idea?
I think it's going to put India is already on a world map, but it's going to the Prime Minister's idea of putting India on a world map of entertainment audiovisual program is phenomenal. The people, the preparation is going to be so good. I'm in the advisory committee, and we know, I have now seen the scale is so mammoth, And it should be. I think if the economic forum is Davos, this is in the next 10 years, people will say, this is how we started it.
Sir, it will definitely generate creative economy, and it is also providing a dynamic platform to creators to come and showcase their prowess, something which is one of its kind. How do you react to that?
Of course, I think soft power of India is phenomenal. It's very rich, and it will I always say that we are the first people who wrote a book about acting, which was in 4th century BC, Natya Shastra, and this will take that economic shape. It will reshape the world and bring so many people together. Today we are in the world of collaboration, and to collaborate with so many people all over the world with economic and entertainment and mixing it together will be fantastic.
Sir, you just talked about collaboration. There will be investors, there will be sellers, buyers, and creators also. The content is growing global, and we as an Indians are celebrating the spirit of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam.
So far, we were trying to sort of make world understand that we can be Vishwaguru, not because of any forcibly saying that. Whether it is yoga or whether it is performances, whether we have 30 kinds of folk forms, classical forms, music, nritya. हम तो इतने धनी हैं, हमारी तो कोई किसी से तुलना ही नहीं हो सकती है. हमारी भाषाएं, 22 official languages, 3,000 dialects, food. We are a rich nation and we are a young country. We will really in the next few years dominate in every department. Idea is not to dominate. Idea is to tell the world that we are there.
That was Bollywood legend and Waves advisory member Anupam Kher, who said that Waves has already made a mark on the world map, and in the coming years will show the world that we are evolving with a rapid pace. With camera person Jagmohan, this is Siddharth Bharadwaj reporting for DD India in Mumbai.
Audiovisual and Entertainment Summit about to start in Mumbai. Saraswati Boyala, CEO of Dancing Atoms and Creative Director of Animation and Filmmaking Competition in Waves, is joining us, and so is Mayank Kumar, Director of Growth and Operations, Wave Labs, which is in fact co-organizing the Waves Summit. Both of us are joining from Mumbai. Also joining us is Shyama Mishra.
That's right. Before we turn to our guest, Shyama, a quick update from you. You did mention it's turning out to be a star-studded affair, but I think what makes Waves special is that it's much more than that. Give us some insight into the mind-boggling diversity of stakeholders from the industry who've gathered for it.
Shubhendu, we understand that we are trying to bring everything which is related to the media and entertainment industry under one roof, under one platform. And the idea is to help them grow, to give them a platform. So it's not about helping them grow in silos, but it's bringing them all together under one platform. And so you can understand people from diverse sectors, be it the advertisement background or gaming, XR, VR, the live action cinema, animation, everything related to the media and entertainment, they are over here. In the last 1 month, we have had the chance to speak to many of the participants, to the jury members, to also the creative organizers of these various Create in India challenges. So all these people are over here, and more than 30 Create in India challenges were there, and these organizers are from different sectors. They've been in that private organizations, they've had their organizations, and now they are all coming under one roof. So the point is over here that somebody from animation would be able to contact and connect and understand the ideas from somebody who's from comics background. They can come together and have a collaboration. Apart from that, then you can have cross creations from various sectors. So this is the idea over here. Also, we are having so many consulates over here from different countries, and when we are talking about that, as Anupam Kher was also mentioning, the idea is to showcase the world that what India has, and we've been having that, we've had that legacy since ages, since decades, and now it's time to portray to the world and to have as many as co-collaborations, co-collaboration treaties with many countries as possible, and to have their ideas here and to have our ideas there and to go global. And the idea is Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, as Siddharth was also mentioning. So this whole idea is gonna get executed here in the Wave Summit, and we will have to wait for the 4th of May after all the sessions have been completed, have been concluded, and what really comes out of this first edition of Wave Summit.
Absolutely. Shama, stay with us. Let's go to Saraswati Boyala now. Saraswati ji, you are the CEO of Dancing Atoms. Tell us a little about Dancing Atoms. How would you explain what your organization does in layman terms? And also, you are the creative director of the animation and filmmaking competition. What's been the journey so far and what can we expect now?
So, namaste everyone. This has been a super exciting journey. I've worked on some of the top Hollywood projects like Life of Pi, Golden Compass, and The Chronicles of Narnia. And one of my childhood dreams has always been, how do we tell stories that are Indian for the global world? And that's been the journey for me as the CEO and the director of Dancing Atoms. And I've been pitching my projects in all the top festivals around the world. And I kind of work between Los Angeles and live in Mumbai. So the best of the best worlds I've had. And the journey of the Dancing Atoms is really, we have a lot of great IP that we want to bring to the world as an IP creator. But at the same time, I also believe in giving back to the community. So when we spoke to the ministry about 3 years ago, and this whole idea was coming together on how to build a beautiful competition/skill development program. And that's when last year, when they invited me and said, why don't you come on board and give us a proposal because you are the industry. So I said, yes, of course. And so that's how the animation filmmakers competition kind of began. We have 4 verticals. We have animation, VFX, virtual production, and AR, VR. And purely from a storytelling point of view, we had over 1,900 submissions, 42 finalists out of 1,900. So they're all here from all around the world. I'm sitting at the Creative Sphere. So we're just waiting. The Prime Minister is going to be walking this space. So the animation filmmakers competition, we really have curated the top 42 projects. And we're really looking at distributors and OTT platforms to come on board that are attending Waves here. So it's like you're under one roof, the entire world is here. So it's super energetic, and all my team members and the participants, the finalists are super excited, and they can't wait for this to take place. So I cannot speak anything else but positive stuff for the Prime Minister's vision of bringing all of us together. So they're musicians, they're artists, they're filmmakers, they're young talent, they're older talent. There's in fact a lady who's about 80 and she's doing a beautiful book on Hanuman Chalisa.
Wow.
So it's excellent, the creativity is unlimited. The age is not a barrier anymore. And that was a very important thing for us when we started the animation filmmakers competition, that we did not want to put any barriers on anybody. We just said, come, bring your stories and we will help you. So we helped them for the last 9 months to develop their stories, to write their pitches, to prepare for their pitches, to get them to meet all the industry top level people in the next 4 days. That's our goal, is to get these 42 projects off the ground, to get financing, to get grants, to get all the state governments that are also here to kind of tag in and say, yes, we are in it. We are not putting animation in a corner. We're not putting VFX in a corner. We want you to be in the center stage. And that's basically the goal of the animation filmmakers competition.
Great, Saraswati, and we look forward to learning more about your experience. Let me turn to Mr. Mayank Kumar, who's joining us. He's the Director of Growth and Operation with Wave Labs. Wave Labs is co-organizing the Wave Summit. He's joining us from Mumbai as well. Mayank, so as we understand, you are one of the people behind conceiving this idea. Help us understand why waves matter and what did it take to put it all together? It starts in just a bit from now.
Thanks, Shendu, for having me here. So, if I talk about why it is important, we have been, our Prime Minister have been pushing for Make in India, and I'll say when it comes to media entertainment, this is his vision of Make in India. And we call it as Create in India. So Waves, as Mr. Sadiq also reiterated, that this is a platform that is bringing people from all the domains together under one roof, be it comics, be it filmmaking, be it augmented or virtual reality. People are here from Arunachal Pradesh, people are here from Thiruvananthapuram. These are students, these are working professionals. They are here because they have been empowered with this platform. And our goal as an association member would be to empower them more, to take them a notch up. They have traveled till here from more than 2,000 participants. They have won this. They have proved their talent, that India has a lot of talent from from all the parts. They have proved their talent there and they are here. So our goal is that we should get them the most they can have. It could be financing, it could be mentorship, and again I'll say that it's like a festival, because I am right now sitting at the Creatosphere and we have music, we have VFX, we have augmented and virtuality challenges happening over here. People can come and try the latest tech, that is virtual reality solutions. We have been doing it from last some time, but I'm really amazed to see that the young people from the students, especially, we have few students from IT Kharagpur, they have developed really great solutions, and all the great goes to their talent and the platform that India has got. All thanks to Mr. Narendra Modi.
Oh, absolutely. And going back to Shama, there are a lot of attractions also, like a performance by M.M. Keeravani and also A.R. Rahman and much more. So can you tell us about that as well? Because there's a festive spirit around all of this, while young minds are being facilitated here through various competitions that have been organized in the run-up to Waves, and the finale is what we are going to see now. But there's also so much of music, dance and festivity in a sense that's happening there. So if you could tell us about that as well.
Yes, Munmun, there'll be an invocation by Oscar-winning musician M.M. Keeravani, and there'll be also other 30 people in the orchestra band that will be performing. Apart from that, there'll be A.R. Rahman who would be performing. There'll be several other dance performances which include the Indian dances, Kathak, Bharatnatyam. Also, there'll be a band from the Dharavi which will be presenting their way of, presenting how they do the drums and everything from the parts which is available to them. So that is the bucket, that is the drum and everything which is there available. So there is Nita Mukesh Ambani Cultural Center, and the Grand Theatre over there will have several performances that will capture, that will captivate and mesmerize people who've come over here. That starts around 6 p.m. But yes, we are also having other halls over here which will have various other performances, and that will keep the audience hooked and glued to for the entire day. Similarly, there'll be other sessions which is not about the performances, but yes, there'll be breakout sessions. And in that, we can hear various who's who from across the world who would be coming over here, and the speakers across the world who would be coming over here and telling people. There'll be master classes happening. There are 2 master classes lined up for today, and throughout till 4th of May, there'll be various master classes. We also have Mark Reed from WPP, which is one of the largest advertisement company. He'll be over here and he'll be delivering his keynote address. So we understand people from across the world, leaders from across the world, from the entertainment and media industry, they are over here and they'll be talking to people. Remember, Munmun, how we are talking about everybody over here, the artists, the talent, they'll be getting a platform over here. So this is, the Government of India, the Ministry of Information and Broadcasting, facilitating the platform, facilitating the facilities for the talent, for the artists, not just the upcoming ones or the amateurs one, but also the professional ones. I remember talking to Saraswati Boyala, who you just spoke to. She also has her own project, which is Neelu. She'll be presenting it at the Waves Bazaar. So you can understand somebody with that kind of experience and knowledge. She's also coming here and pitching her project. So you can understand understand this is a great place for amateurs to be, and generally they would not be able to talk to people who are from the industry stalwarts, but everything is made possible over here, and this is the place to be for the next 3 days, which is till 4th of May. Today will be the inauguration session, inaugural day for the people, and people in large numbers have come because there's one major attraction, which is Prime Minister Narendra Modi, and everybody is waiting with their bated breath to hear what Prime Minister has to say, because it is his vision, to have a self-reliant India, to become Atmanirbhar, and to become Atmanirbhar in that way, we understand we have to strengthen our media and entertainment sector, because that is one sector which is also considered as a sunrise sector, and it will contribute majorly to India's GDP, and bringing together everybody on one platform. It will be, collaborations from various sectors of media and entertainment. They can all come together and make it even more bigger, so that in the next few years or even in the next decade, India stands as a beacon, India stands as a pioneer for the entire world, because India has been recognized by many countries that India is powerful, and from the last few years we've been trying to promote ourselves as a content hub of the world, and in that direction also we have been doing several initiatives. We've taken several measures to attract the foreign filmmakers to come and create their films over here, co-collaborate with India. But this is a whole new level, this is a whole new chapter, and everything related to media and entertainment will be here. You think of it, it is here, it is present over here, and as you're mentioning that it's a star-studded morning today here in Mumbai. It is generally considered to be a holiday today because it's Maharashtra Day. It's also one of the day when we remember the people who fought for it. But yes, today is a day for celebration where media and entertainment industry is culminating. They have been present over here, and like I've earlier mentioned that it is Prime Minister who will be coming here and talking to them, and Prime Minister, whenever he comes to Mumbai, he has an action-packed day, and today also he'll be having several sessions, and everybody who will be attending that session, various sessions, they will be waiting, kind of a message that Prime Minister gives to move ahead, to take India ahead. So all this would be happening today here at the Wave Summit, and the entire area of Bandra Kurla complex. If you come and see over here, Munmun, Shibendu, it is all drenched in this color of purple lavender, and throughout Mumbai, throughout the city, it is all the advertisement, it is all the hoarding and various kind of hoardings of Wave. Even in the Geo Center, it's completely turned into a masterpiece, because there will be several areas where the selfie points have been kept. Now today it's the inaugural session, and since the Prime Minister is coming, the security is tight over here, but we are expecting the other 3 days there'll be people who the participants would be encouraged to make reels, to make to have selfies, to have posts related to Waves, and that is why several points they have been constructed made as the computer is done. The ring light is being given to have several selfies and reels over here.
As you put it, it sounds like a celebration.
Yeah, we can see the marvelous advertisement, yes.
Right, sounds like a celebration. Saraswati Boyala, if I can come to you. Now, we understand that thousands of artists, technicians, workers, stakeholders, learners are gathering from across the world for the Wave Summit. In this dense and diverse creative world, if you can give us a perspective of where does India stand, the fact that this event is taking place in Mumbai?
I think that's a great question. Where does India stand? I think India stands at the heart of everything. I think India stands in the center of storytelling today, because all eyeballs are on India. I think we just need Indian storytellers to be supported by Indian film industry, especially in the animation, visual effects, AR, VR, virtual production side of things, because it's $1 billion industry outside of India, so when we are looking at billions and billions of dollars being pumped by producers outside, we are more than capable of doing that within India, especially because everybody is a creator now. A 6-year-old knows what kind of a content, and he has people watching his channel, he has people watching his reels. So the same way I feel like women need to be empowered, women storytellers need to be empowered in India. And I think a lot of funding needs to be pumped in after Waves is over. I mean, this is just the beginning, but I would urge Indian writers, distributors, producers to start writing for animation and visual effects, not just for Indian stories, but for a global audience. And I think going hyper-local and thinking global is the way to go forward for India. So apart from that, I think a lot of the policy making needs to come in place, wherein if you see Europe or any of these other countries, there's plenty of money that's being put in by the government at the initial stages to push the animation and the visual effects industry. And I think such a push is absolutely required by the Indian government and by the Indian studios, especially like, for example, if a Netflix or an Amazon is doing films here, I think a huge percentage of that has to be invested back in providing and building the Indian community and the Indian filmmaker community, especially in animation and visual effects.
Yes, so we'll
That's where
take
I feel
that
that
forward.
India lacks right now.
Yes, Saraswati, we'll take that forward, and we understand there's a specially curated platform also featuring innovation across animation. We'll take that with you up in a bit. But Mayank, coming to you, as I understand, the idea of Wave Summit is to make India future ready across various sectors of the media and entertainment space, and to also have a cutting edge when it comes to these various sectors, from broadcasting to AVGC to films, etc. And I heard Anupam Kher say that just like you have Davos for the World Economic Forum, or if I may add, the Cannes Film Festival, which is the most popular film festival and also very popular for fashion, is India looking at becoming the place for a summit meant for the media and entertainment sector, that is the audiovisual media and entertainment sector? Are we placing Waves there?
Yes, Munmun, thanks for the question. I'll say we have taken the first step, let's say a big leap, a small step, but a big leap in establishing India as the content hub for the world. Currently, we are more of a consumers when it comes to content, but this particular event, Waves, will propel us from being consumers to the producers. Today, we produce, I say, like tons of Bollywood films and films go out. But when it comes to the business part of it, it is less than the Hollywood or the global cinema. But this event is particularly enabling many players to come up, join, and increase that point, the business part also. And if I say about how India is going to establish itself as the content hub for India of the world, see, at Kratosphere, we have various new technologies like augmented reality and virtual reality solutions. Today, these solutions are really expensive and are really scarce to find in India. But because of this particular event, we have empowered many young people to come up, to try. We have given them a platform. We are giving out prizes. We are giving them out promotions. We are getting them on media. We are getting the recognition. So it is not just limited to the monetary support, but it also adds to a moral support. I have talked to many people, many students of this XR field, and they had this grievance that their parents do not understand what is this field, what is this about, what is the future. But let me tell all the parents, those who are watching this, that this is the future of India, this is the future of technology, this is the future of media and entertainment. And to all the people, those who are going to come at the Waves, I'll ask them to come and visit the Kratosphere. We have really great setup over here. We have VFX, we have augmented and virtual reality zones where people can try the solutions that are created by the Indians for the global audience.
Right, Mayank, I mean, clearly the focus is on the big names, the big stars, but as you put it, it seems like a very exciting place, venue and opportunity for youngsters in particular. Let's go across again to Mumbai. Our colleague Taposh Bhattacharya is there. Taposh, give us a sense of how the Geo Convention Center is buzzing with activity ahead of the Wave Summit.
Hey, absolutely, without an iota of doubt. Right now, this particular Geo Center is the hub of all the activities that is currently going on. The most important part is that we are looking at entertainment revolution. India is probably on the cusp of an entertainment revolution, where we can see all kinds of technology coming up, and India's film industry, India's TV industry, all the industries are taking a leaf out of that. And as you guys are also discussing, AI is a big thing, and how to collaborate with that, how to go about in the next decade also. That's going to be the key challenge, and it's a multi-billion-dollar industry, and that India is expected to play a major role, a major take a pie from that. So I have with me my two colleagues. Dibendu is here and Siddharth is all there. We've been covering the waves in a threadbare manner. Let me get first Dibendu. Dibendu, you saw the excitement here. I just wanted to ask you, a lot of creators, we see a lot of things happening here. A lot of people are excited. How do you see and when you're talking to them, what is your first reaction?
Well, of course, this is one of its kind. It's one of the first ever, summit that's happening with regards to the entertainment industry. And just not the entertainment industry, it's also about the different aspects of this particular industry, which includes the technology, the audio-visual sector, the artificial intelligence, and how AI and the other technological factors can be included in this sector for the upliftment, as well as for making this sector to move ahead. So, of course, a lot of excitement. We spoke to a lot of these bigwigs from the Bollywood. All of us were there. In fact, my colleague, you as well as Siddharth, all of us were there. And we could see the excitement amongst the bigwigs in the Bollywood as well, because they are also expecting that something new, something more revolutionizing could come into this industry, which could further take this industry into, growing it leaps and bounds, and also competing with the Hollywood industry.
Yeah, let me just put it this: it's happening in Mumbai, but it's an Indian film fraternity who actually have come here. And Siddharth, you have taken a lot of interviews, and in fact, you love taking clicks and all that. This is one of those kind of selfie spot here. What does you make of this whole experience?
Oh, definitely, it's surreal, Tapas. Whenever I enter in this building. So it feels like that you have entered to some magical world, because the kind of creativity, and I always say, Tapas, that creativity, thy name is Waves 2025. That's what I believe in. And on each and every floor you see something different. So the creative potential is actually unlocking out of youths and everyone. And this is, I always say that this platform provides a dynamic opportunity to investors for collaborations, for youngsters, for creators to actually come and showcase their prowess. You talked about numbers a while back. India's creative economy stands at somewhere around $30 billion, and this summit, one of its kind, will give a pump, will give a push to that creative economy, and it is likely to rise. So when you talk about the numbers, they are likely to rise. Creative potential will unleash, and also it's a dynamic opportunity for the creators, innovators, businesses to come and showcase their prowess and take the content beyond borders.
And it will also help India grow in terms of the market. The idea that something that we have been talking about, idea is the key. Idea plays a pivotal role, and how to take idea forward. The government has said that if you have an idea which is good, we are willing to fund that. That's the major thing. A lot of creative guys are coming up, and they're saying that we don't have the wherewithal to take our idea forward. Well, no worries. You have Waves, and it will push. It will give your ideas. It will give your dreams wings, and not just that. With that, India will get the wing. Dibendu, I just wanted to ask you, one thing that I noticed is that a lot of young people are coming up here, and they are very excited to be part of this. What is your take on that?
Well, of course, this entire Creatosphere Pavilion that has been made here, that is completely dedicated to the influencers, to the new ideas, to the idea that you can create and get yourself noticed as well as this creator space can have a market and monetized as well. So of course, this will give, the zeal amongst the youth that they're making reels on Instagram and not wasting their time, but perhaps they can make it into a full-time livelihood, and creativity has no bounds, right? It can happen. It transcends boundaries.
We also saw a lot of graphic guys. We also saw people who work in CG. They are very excited about it, isn't it?
Well, of course, as I said, it's the whole ecosystem of the media, which includes the animation, the CGs, the technological aspect, the sound, the motion pictures. Each and every aspect of the entertainment media industry will be covered into this, and we are seeing young people and a lot of others coming into this creative space and exploring their mind, as well as expressing their freedom to bring out their inner creativity out.
Siddharth said that, creativity. I would say it's entertainment. That's the buzzword here. People are coming here from not just from Mumbai, all over the world, all over the globe. That's the breakthrough that we are seeing. People are not afraid. What will other people will say? They want to take their idea forward. TV industry, film industry, social media, everybody is buzzing with anticipation what waves can, unlock, what they can gain from waves, isn't it, Siddharth?
Oh, definitely. We've seen some big waves like Dibendu was mentioning earlier. They said that this is a great platform actually because they themselves belong to Bollywood. They themselves are actors, directors, producers. So they say that this platform is actually giving an opportunity.
But if you are a dreamer, then Mumbai is your stage. And let's go back now to the panelists. Saraswati is with us. Saraswati, we were earlier referring to a specially curated platform featuring innovation across animation. Tell us what is on offer there, and why should those interested in animation be excited about it?
So, for the last 9 months since we started the Animation Filmmakers Competition, we have mentored and trained almost, I would say, over 400 people. And out of the 400 people, we've curated 42 projects. So these 42 projects, we have short films, we have feature films, we have TV series, and we have AR, VR experiences in storytelling and narrative. So once these have been shortlisted and, there's been international jury from all around the world, the goal is that once they're curated, and especially with the Waves being our partner with Ministry of Information and Broadcasting, being a partner with Dancing Atoms and NFDC coming on board, these are the best of the best projects, They're very young, they need a lot of help, but they are fantastic, they're fabulous. So I would say that the best part of this is to come and be a part of it, and make these things into a reality. Not just a competition where you come and you win a little bit money, but the goal is really to push them, to get them made. Because every project that gets made or gets greenlit is about 2,000 to 3,000 people that'll get jobs, that'll be either animators, visual effects artists, AR, VR specialists, and visual effects artists and virtual production artists. So you can imagine that one story, one animation, one VFX film can actually build a huge ecosystem, not just in India, but around the world. India has an amazing co-production treaty with almost, I would say, 15 to 16 amazing countries and maybe more after Waves. So I highly think that this is the place to be. It's, make in India, create in India for the globe, connect the creators with the globe. And I think these are the taglines that we are hearing. And as I mentioned earlier, the young, talented India is ready. It's ready to take on storytelling with the use of AI or not AI, but they're all hungry and they want to bring their best works to the front. 31 associations, we've all come together. There are 31 challenges that are happening here. So even if all the 31 challenges kind of came together, you would already have like a gazillion amount of content.
I think that's a fabulous point that you made.
Promoted and watched. For our own global Indian audience.
Right, Saraswati. It's a fabulous point that you made, especially about talented workforce opportunities for them, for the youngsters. Mayank, if I can bring the same point to you, as my colleague earlier mentioned, some $30 billion worth the creative industry in India. About 8% of the workforce is employed here. And now an opportunity like Waves that sort of puts all stakeholders together. There appears great opportunity in the days ahead for the young talent in the sector.
Yeah, a really great opportunity, a really great platform, because the people that are here, they are not here to get jobs. They are the job creators.
Sure.
Because,
yes.
And at the heart of Waves is tech. Not at the heart, the tech is in the air. A very important thing that I would like to mention, any of the correspondents can show it, that at every corner of this Geo Convention Center, we have booths, we have standees that tell us that we can use AI to get our pictures from the entire event. We can click a selfie, we can scan the QR code, and with the help of AI, anyone can get their pictures from all the photographers around the event. So the tech is in the air, tech is at the heart, and the youth, they have mastered this tech. If I talk particularly about the augmented and virtual reality sector, so in the past few months, we have selected around more than 2,200 participants from from across the Indian subcontinent, and they are students, they are working professionals. They are even entrepreneurs. We have trained them, we have mentored them. They have had mentorship from international experts. They have been judged by international experts, and from that we have filtered out 5 teams. And currently we have from those 5, we have the top 3 winners. And the beauty of the XR Creator Hackathon, that is the AR/VR part of Wave, is that it is directly contributing to the Indian operations and the economy, because it has 5 themes, that is media and entertainment, healthcare, e-commerce, tourism, and education. And these teams have created solutions for problems like lazy eye. It can be treated by the use of virtual reality, and that experience is at the creative sphere. The winners one of the winners have created a solution that can be used to perform any chemistry or physics, experiments. And this is really beneficial when it comes to schools where the facilities are scarce, or the experiments are dangerous, but people can try it, they can do it, they can learn, and all this because of Waves, and the people are getting a platform.
Oh, absolutely. So you are telling us that some of the creations have the potential to make a huge and significant social impact as well. Well, Siddharth, coming to you now, we are also seeing focus on India's belief in Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, the world as one family. Tell us about how Waves 2025 has become a bridge between India's artistic traditions and the present day world in terms of media and entertainment.
Oh, definitely. Since the announcement of Waves, Munmun, it has created a bridge already. Now what is happening that people and delegates from all around the world are coming here and participating, in this event, and they're very, very excited. They're expressing their excitement. They're lavishing praise on the initiative of Waves by Prime Minister Narendra Modi, and they're heaping praise on the arrangements here that have been made and the creative potential, the creative acumen that has flown out of the youths and from everyone. And like I always say, that this is a platform which provides opportunity to everyone to come, to collaborate, to sell, to purchase. What else do you want? You are taking your content beyond the borders. We also have a global media dialogue expected on the second day of Wave Summit, and wherein many countries will participate, and there will be a framework which will be set up. Talking about the numbers, Munmun, I also mentioned earlier that the creative economy, which is M&E industry, it's somewhere around $30 billion US, and it contributes to about 2.5% of India's GDP. That's itself speaks volumes about the fact that how, when the creative economy will further be boosted, it will certainly give a boost to the economy, the overall economy of India. And more and more numbers means more and more opportunities. More and more numbers mean more and more people coming and collaborating and purchasing our content, and we are purchasing their content, and the reach of the content beyond the borders. So that itself explains the significance of this summit. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will also be coming here in a while, where I am at Geo World Convention Center. and people are waiting. The bigwigs, the celebrities, the producers, actors, and entrepreneurs. We met them all a while back, and they were really happy. They expressed their excitement like never before. They said that being themselves an actor, they struggled a lot, while coming to the industry, and this platform has provided the youths and especially the aspiring actors a dynamic platform to actually come and showcase their talent and be noticed. And that's what you need. You need a reach in your content. You need a reach when it comes to your skills, and Waves is providing that skills. So Waves, and not just that, it's a boon for entrepreneurs as well. It's boon for investors as well. You invest and then you get money out of it. You purchase and then you get money out of it. So all in all, it is contributing to the economy. Coming back to your question, it is acting as a bridge, with things like Bharat Pavilion, which will be inaugurated today. Munmun, you have a dynamic way of storytelling which will be unveiled. Like I always say that India has been long telling, stories. The storytelling has been part of India since many years. And when it combines with technology, Munmun, the results is absolutely amazing. It amazes, from Vedic chants to menu scripts. It also not just mold the content into a very creative way. It also inspires youth to actually read out Vedic chants, read our menu scripts, how the storytelling was started and where it is today. With the amalgamation of technology, with the amalgamation of AI, it is actually making everything beautiful. And AI is the new if used in a constructive manner, and this is what is happening here at Waves. So yes, all in all, this is a very significant summit wherein the tradition meets technology, where competitions meet creativity, and where there is endless opportunities, and the creativity knows no bounds. Munmun.
Right, Siddharth. Saraswati, if I can come to you. From what Mayank said earlier about technology coming into the sector, AI, for example, artificial intelligence. Now, you in the animation sector create magic on screens, but let the truth be told, today we have apps where any individual can create a certain illustration or a story. How do you also articulate these undercurrents as they're shaping the sector? And are they also sort of in focus in the manner in which they offer themselves as opportunity and challenge for animators around the world? Siddharth, that question is for...
a while back mentioned that AI is a...
Siddharth, if I can take that question to Saraswati, our guest who's joining us from Mumbai. Saraswati, you with us?
Yes, hi. I was saying that, back in the days when we talked about calculators taking over mathematicians, calculators being able to do a lot of this stuff. I feel like AI is a tool that is created by humans for humans to kind of improve whatever they're doing, or be a friend to look at and look at it like I use the terminology like it allows us to fail faster. But storytelling takes a lot of time. So if I have to reiterate my storytelling several times, AI is a great way to empower you to become a better storyteller or to help you get there faster. Having said that, one of the largest studios in Los Angeles, RFX VI, which is a compute-based company, has just now announced that they're going to be giving some of the winners that require compute. So they'll get 10 lakhs worth of computing power to be able to make their projects using cloud computing. So I'm super excited that these kind of events are allowing for things to, you needed to build a huge studio if you wanted to make an animated film. But now everything is on the cloud. So young filmmakers like these, they're all from the animation filmmakers competition, these lovely 3 women that just came and joined me. They all are going to, excel in whatever they're doing with technology. I think technology is there to power creativity, and creativity is here to challenge technology. So I believe that it's a win-win situation no matter where you go. AI or no AI, creator economy is going to make it huge in India and all around the world.
Saraswati, taking that forward, you've shown us a glimpse of the finalists there who are there behind you. If you could tell us about, whether this has become a stage for young minds from all across the country, from Mufassal areas, from the not-so-urban areas, semi-rural areas, rural areas, from the farthest corners of India, from the northeast, J&K, southern, western India. Have they all converged there? Is this something which has been truly democratic in a sense?
I mean, it's absolutely democratic. Look at them. I mean, they're like 15, 16, 20. And like, it's just amazing. I was just chatting with them and they were saying, there's so many different spaces. They're musicians, they're writers, they're directors, they're hand drawing painters, they're AI artists, they're gamers. So you can imagine their own minds, they're coming from their own schools or colleges and their own offices to something that's bigger. So when you create a platform that allows for everybody to interact at a very, it's a leveled platform, which means that everybody is curated, everybody's work is at merit basis, and each one of them, even if one person's project kind of takes over, she or he is in a position to bring the other projects together and say, hey, come and partner with me, come and collaborate with me. My goal is really to allow for people to get more cooperative. So it's not against each other, but it's more collaborative. So even if only one person makes it, he or she has the power to bring the whole power, all the people that are here to come together to celebrate, right? Don't you think that's a good way to put that?
Fantastic. I hope
Yes, I think they're super excited. They're very nervous at the same time because they're all going to be meeting with the Prime Minister later when he walks around the Creator Sphere. Creator Sphere has been our baby, I would say, for the past 9 months. We've been building it brick by brick, and all the associations here have been involved in it. It's an industry-led event, and we're super duper excited to be here at the Waves Creator Sphere and excited for all of us.
Fantastic. Please tell your team that we're looking forward to catching a glimpse of their work. Shama, let me come to you.
Absolutely.
Right. So, Shama, the point that we're talking about, this exciting opportunity platform for the youngsters. If you could give us some insight into the manner in which the traditional media, the new media, the world of reels and entertainment, the youngsters and the icons, how are they going to come together? What are those places where these talents are going to converge and learn from one another at Waves?
For starters, Shivendu, how Saraswati was mentioning about the Creator Sphere, that will be one melting point where all these people from across various Create in India championships would be coming and coming together and understanding what the other person or what the other participant finalist has to offer and what their talent is. I'll go back to the various challenges when they were in the competition area, when they were in the competition phase. We are talking about one particular competition which is related to the music, the one which is called the Resonate, the EDM challenge. So for that, we think the EDM music is something which belongs to the West. But here in India also, we have a lot of opportunities, we have a lot of potential over here, and the people from Mumbai who we interviewed, who we spoke to, they're young kids, they are all young talent, and they have so much to offer, and so much to offer in the sense, as in they don't have this particular idea where they will just, they'll be just aping the West, but they have ideas on how to fusion with the Indian music, with their traditional regional music. For example, one person I met, he was talking about how Indian dhol, how the Puneri dhol can be, inculcated in these fusions and then brought on to various artists, because we have seen this concert culture in India, and this concert economy is also growing. We've heard Prime Minister as well that it's time for the concert economy. Lately we have seen that there are so many artists, the international artists, be it the DJ, singers, everybody, they are coming and performing in India, and that concert economy is huge. For example, if you remember, Coldplay was such a huge phenomena over here, and everything related to it, affiliated to it, actually was in business. So Prime Minister is wanting to promote that kind of culture and bring everybody. Also, what happens during these concerts is these concerts are of the entire day, but throughout the day there are so many other indie artists that perform, and in this these EDM artists, these competition participants, they will also get an opportunity to perform in future, and Waves is helping them. So that is one part where they can get an opportunity, commercial opportunity, and also they'll be able to bring the Indianness part of it, the culture part of it, the Indian music through fusion for the EDM, and make the whole world dance on that beat. We are also coming to the Comics Creatorship Championship. A decade back, we were all reading Tinkle, we were all reading Amar Chitra Katha. But now if you talk to the current generation, they don't know what is Tinkle, what is Amar Chitra Katha. And everything is on the phone. So to bring back that old school, to bring back that culture, this particular competition was held. And we also saw there were so many artists, 10 finalists were there. And we did see the work of one particular artist. He created the fridge from Mumbai, and that is something you don't need a language you don't need a language to understand, because it was wordless, and it was just about the pictures, and you understand what the whole concept is. So these are, and that guy was doing his work since a decade, since 10 years, and now he says that he got the recognition through Waves, through this initiative. So we can understand, people who've been working in this particular area through since years, since decades, and people who have been just in this area recently, but they have that talent. Everybody gets that platform, everybody gets to come together, and when they get to meet Prime Minister, they will all be more inspired, all the more inspired. And like how your guest was also saying that this will generate opportunities, in employment opportunities. This will also help in these people's careers, and going forward they'll be getting a recognition, and they'll be also getting commercial opportunities. And that is what the most important part over here is, that this particular summit will be providing them so much more with the exposure, then the people who are there from the industry, the stalwarts from the industry. We also remember that there was a cosplay winner from Mumbai, and he had just for the first time he had done his registration, and he was the winner from Mumbai, the VAM championship, if you remember, which is the Waves anime and manga competition. He was the first in it, and that guy, and the cosplay wildcard showdown, or even the main ceremony that we did see, everything was majorly inspired by the Japanese artists or the Japanese series that is going on. But here in the wildcard showdown, we did see one person dressed up as Narsimha. So we understand that people are also bringing in the Indian culture to this cosplay, and that is what is the most important part over here. We were also trying to understand that how cosplay is seen, and what kind of opportunities this particular sector would provide. So this is a whole area of how you develop your skills. So people who do their cosplay, who do their own costumes, they know how to make their costume from the pipes, from foam, from wood, from stick. They bring out everything and they do their cosplay. Okay. So this is one opportunity where they do where they create something from the waste, and also use their ideas, use their skills to this particular competition, to this particular sector as a whole. And this sector, this cosplay, the idea is also growing. So overall, whichever championship you see, and whichever competition you look into, has the kind of opportunity to transform not just the artist's life, or not just the artist's career, but also it'll bring something to the table for this sector as well, because we will get artists, we'll recognize important parts over there, how these talented artists are lacking that kind of platform, but now they are getting it. We are also providing through Waves the industry stalwarts who usually will not be able to meet them at any function, or even when they contact them. But this is a point where everybody, the who's who from the industry, they will come here and they will see and recognize these various talents. And the animation filmmaking challenge was, you've been discussing, these artists with their raw material, with their raw project, they'll be pitching it, and they'll be getting the funding as well. And if you remember, Munmun, we were talking yesterday that in various other film bazaars or in various other film festivals, you have to bring your complete project, and the funding and everything you have to, that expense you have to incur on your own. But here, this project, this particular platform also gives you an opportunity to find a funder, to find a finance guy who will see the idea in you, who will see the spark in you and say, yes, I'm ready to fund your project, and let's go ahead with this project. So like Saraswati was saying,
Absolutely. So Shama there telling us that this is a place where tradition is meeting modernity, and this is in a way a step up as far as other similar summits or festivals around the world are concerned, because here you can get in raw content and look for financiers as well as investors to take your product forward.
Like a one-stop place to get the whole stakeholders at one place.
Across the world. So Siddharth Bharadwaj continues to be with us. I understand, Siddharth, there's a global media dialogue which is set to convene on Friday. If you could give us a sense of what can one expect from it, because I understand that policy makers from different countries will be discussing about the future of the media and entertainment space.
Well, definitely. Global Media Dialogue will take place on the second day of the summit, which is on the 2nd of May. And there are lots and lots of people from different parts of the world who will be joining this. And there will be a framework that will be set up when it comes to Global Media Dialogue. Things regarding media and entertainment industry will be discussed in depth, and also various aspects of it. This will have a great impact, when it comes to the creativity sector. This will have a big impact when it comes to media and entertainment industry sectors. Talks related to the finance are also expected. We don't have much details as of now, but as and when they will take place, Munmun, we will give those details to you. But the fact that the world today is looking at India, speaks volumes about the fact that how rapidly we are, developing, in media and entertainment industry, and not just in media and entertainment industry overall as well. But, highlighting this particular sector, like I also mentioned, this particular sector, contributes about 2.5% of the overall GDP of the country, and about $30 billion when it comes to these particular two sectors. And this is a summit everyone is praising. We were having just now, a while back, we were having words with the foreign delegates, and they were so happy seeing the progress that India has made over the years, and also the giant leap with this particular summit. So everyone is really, really happy. We had a word with youth also who's present here, and they were expressing happiness over the fact that they now are getting a platform to actually express their skills and creativity. We also went to the Creators Fair, Munmun, and it was amazing. There were different stalls, and on different stalls there were different creative levels, raising the bar all the high. People were there, and they were drawing something. When I remember some sketches, and on other stall there were some seats, some gaming sector as well. So yeah, that also tells a lot about how technology has evolved over the years, and how India is incorporating them and implementing them in a very constructive manner. So definitely it's a great platform, I would again say, for the entrepreneurs, for the investors, sponsors, businesses, collaborators, influencers, and also it actually is unleashing the true potential out of one. So yeah, everyone is praising the summit, and also with things like WaveX, which is empowering startups, giving them funding, boosting their morale, to the fact that even if you are not in that particular bracket of the criteria that has been set up, and if you have a great idea, your idea will be accepted. So that is one thing. Then Waves Bazaar, you can sell, create and buy content. I told you about Bharat Pavilion.
Great, we'll learn more about that.
When you talk about Create in India,
we'll learn more about that, Siddharth, from you in just a bit. Let me turn to Mayank Kumar. Mayank, Saraswati earlier mentioned how one can look at India's media and entertainment industry at the heart of a global M&N industry from a consumer perspective. I want to share an experience that many of us would relate to. You watch the biggest blockbuster, Hollywood blockbuster, for instance, in a theatre in India, and when the credits roll, you come across these names, these Indian names. You come across that the animation, the VFX, for example, have been done in Bengaluru. Now, and there's a great excitement that one feels, and a sense of the manner in which India has really made a mark, particularly in the domain of, say, post-production, for that matter. How do you track that evolution of India's media industry? It's also happened in a way very quietly. If you weren't looking at the credits, perhaps you won't get to know. So in that sense, how do you see this rise of India on the global stage?
A very relatable point that you mentioned, Shivendu. especially I'm a Marvel fan, so I have been in this practice of watching creator roles, and I have seen numerous people from India with surnames that are from India, and they are in VFX production, they are in video editing. So it really makes me happy also, and makes me a little jealous that why these people are not getting opportunities in India. But I think this experience will change after 4th May, because we have created something for these people. The brain drain problem that we have in India, especially in the media entertainment sector, I think we will be tackling it on our very front foot. After this, we won't be facing such issues, because today, as we have heard that we have started something for the Indians, for the world. Today we have a platform where these talents that are going abroad, that are being hired by the studios or the foreign studios, they will be getting opportunity to work here. And above all, I wish to say that being very positive, that the studios that we have from the Glow Studios, MGM, Prime Videos or Netflix, I wish to say that after Waves, after this big leap, we'll be having similar studios or bigger studios in India, from India, for the global audience. We'll be giving opportunities to the people. Those who are working there for other studios, they will be getting opportunity to work for Indian cinema, work for the Indian entertainment sector. Because I can vouch for the talent, that because right now I'm in the creative sphere, and I can see so much talent just around me. Some people are creating VFX, people are creating VR content, people are creating hardware, people are creating tech that could be used in the defense sector, people are creating content that could be used in healthcare.
Wow.
We have the comics. There are so many things, and yes, the creator role. I wish to see that after 3 years, 5 years, maybe down the line, when I'm at the theater, people are leaving and I'm waiting for the creator role. I wish to see that there are, like, I can't say no Indians, there are less Indians, and when I'm watching a Bollywood film, I wish to see that there is a fabulous graphics, and all the team is from India. I wish to see made in India, proudly made in India, created in India, because we are here at Waves, and at heart is the created in India.
No, absolutely. Well, taking that forward with Saraswati. Saraswati, is this also a place, since we have the best from the world converging here, is this a place where best practices are being shared in the competitions? Did you see people learning from their compatriots, from their competitors, bettering their product? Is this a place where the best practices are converging, like I said? Because say in the space sector, when India does a Mars orbiter mission, India focuses on cost efficiency. So cost efficiency is something that India brings to the table across sectors. So are there other best practices from different parts of the world that are being appreciated here? And are the other participants from other countries appreciating India's best practices? Okay, I'll go to Shyama with this. Shyama, is this a place where best practices converge?
Well, yes, Munmun, and how you mentioned about the cost effectiveness, India definitely is bringing that particular part. And one more point where we are, trying and we are vying this Wave Summit is for bringing the talent from the rural areas, from the areas where the talent is untapped, where the potential is untapped. So that could be something, India could showcase it to the rest of the world, where, where India is showing that we have talent coming out from villages as well. We have content creators coming out from far-flung areas today, because you need the content creator is all required of having a phone and having a connection which is strong enough to post his or her content online. So that is what India is trying to churn out, and Waves we are seeing at this platform that there are so many artists coming out from regional areas as well. There have been so many competitions wherein it was free for all as an amateur. People who don't have who don't have prior experience, they have also been here. So India would like to showcase that to the world. We are also seeing that other countries, how Mayank was mentioning that we would be wanting in our movies which has graphics, should have better graphics. Somebody who should who would be watching the film should not be saying that these graphics are average, or these graphics are not that good, we would be wanting that those graphics to be amazing, and that could be something which can be brought, or which can be understood by other countries as well, which country is better at it. So we can understand that from the artists of those countries as well. So this is an area where, you know, we are talking about sharing the ideas, we are talking about exchanging the ideas and exchanging the talent as well. We are also understanding that people from other countries, from internationally, the people who are present over here, they would be wanting to talk to Indian artists, Indian talent across these various championships, and Create in India, Creatosphere is one highlight of this WAVE Summit, where international people from various agencies would like to go and speak to these raw artists and understand what they can do for the country, what they can do for the media and entertainment sector, and they would be wanting to understand, and even you know, if fortunate enough, they would be wanting to hire them as well. Also, we in this dialogues, in various sessions, in breakout sessions, we would also understand from these speakers how India can utilize their ideas.
Clearly, it's an exciting, exciting opportunity. Yes,
entire sector.
As you put it, Shyama, exciting opportunities, especially for creators. Let me go across to my colleague Dibyendu, who is joining us from the venue. Dibyendu, we're learning about the manner in which the young people, the creators, have much to look forward to in engaging at the WAVE Summit. I also understand that the representatives from different countries, not just India, who've gathered here. So in that sense, that cross-cultural excitement, people speaking different languages, people coming in with different ideas, how does that add a touch of making it really special at the summit?
Well, Shubhendu, that's right. You know, we have people from various countries. What we also hear is that about 30 plus countries are participating in this particular summit here in Mumbai. And of course, it's a cross-cultural experience. It's an exchange of ideas from different countries, exchange of technology. It's a platform that will share technology, creativity, as well as ideas from across different parts of the world, as well as from different parts of the country as well. So of course, it's a platform for amalgamation of talent, of amalgamation of the ideas, the art, as well as the art forms of in this particular industry. So of course, it's the first, but one of the biggest platform is what it seems that WAVES would be in the coming future. And today is of course the inaugural day, and therefore we'll see much more activities after once the inauguration is completed by Prime Minister Narendra Modi, and we'll see many activities here through the day, including these workshops that are being conducted by various actors. There are also the CEO roundtables that are expected to happen. Then we have many technological companies that are coming in from different parts of the world to showcase the technology in this particular sector. How that is received by the Indian takers is also something that we'll see during the course of the next 3 days. So this is a platform that is going to give space to new talents, to the influencer market, to the creator economy, and to the allied services in this particular industry. So therefore, it's one of its kind. The government also envisions it to make it as the Davos of the film and entertainment industry, as well as the media audiovisual industry. So it is going to be one of the most successful is what the government hopes, that this event will bring together creators, influencers, actors, singers, producers, directors from across the world in a single platform to exchange their ideas, exchange their creativity, also to exchange technologies and build a brand for themselves, as well as build something more creative as well as more technologically advanced in this sector. Shubhendu.
Right. Dibyendu, stay with us. Shyama, coming back to you. There have been global collaborations as well, like I understand King with Alan Walker. Tell us about that. And also we are seeing visuals on social media particularly of Indian actors like Shah Rukh Khan, Alia Bhatt, Deepika Padukone. All of them are converging there. So tell us what will be their schedules like today.
Yes, Munmun, we've spoken earlier about this, how these various filmmakers, film actors, they would be moderating the sessions, and if the session is moderated by someone like Akshay Kumar, someone like Karan Johar, we can understand how these speakers would be, how the panelists, who the panelists would be. So people have already been seated at the Jasmine Hall, where the inaugural session is set to take place, and we are waiting for the Prime Minister to come and speak to people, deliver his address, and throw open this particular Wave Summit. We are also understanding after the inaugural session at the same venue, there will be panel discussions, there will be fireside chats happening, and so when I was talking about Akshay Kumar, he would be holding this panel discussion, he'll be moderating this panel discussion. The speakers would be S.S. Rajamouli, the Oscar-winning filmmaker, there will be Chiranjeevi, then there will be Hema Malini. These people would be the panelists, and they would be speaking about how everything related to film and cinema and everything related to media and entertainment industry. We're also expecting them to speak about the amalgamation, and we're also expecting them to talk about how cinemas were made in those days, and what has changed, what new has been brought, and what changes changes we should have, what changes we must bring to the sector. Apart from that, the second session that will follow would be moderated by Karan Johar, and Karan Johar's panelists or the speakers include Alia Bhatt, Vicky Kaushal. These people would be his panelists, and he would also be speaking about, so we understand these are the new age actors, and they would be talking about how the films are there in this particular sector, and also talking about how Waves is going to be a game changer. Following that would be Karan Johar's another moderating session, which would be where he would be, having a fireside chat with Deepika Padukone and Shah Rukh Khan, and I'm sure everybody is looking forward to these sessions and various other sessions, and the entire Jasmine Hall, which is having a capacity of huge capacity. It has thousands of people could be seated there, and we are expecting that particular hall to overflow, because these sessions would be something everybody would be looking forward to. You spoke about the cultural programs. So yes, we are also looking forward to Alan Walker and having a show with King, the Indian artist. So everybody would be looking forward to that as well. That happens around 6 o'clock. We are also expecting the invocation. Spoken about that by Oscar-winning filmmaker, Oscar-winning music composer M.M. Keeravani, and 30 other orchestra artists. They'll be coming together. After that, we are also having something related to the Sutradhar, where they would be talking about all how the Indian cinema was there in the earlier times, what has changed, what new has been brought in, everything. So that's kind of a connector. The Sutradhar, the literal meaning of that is that, and if you remember, Munmun, there in the last years of Cannes Film Festival, also we did see the Bharat Pavilion had this theme of Sutradhar. So somewhere or the other, this word, this particular notion, this particular meaning is really important in our Indian film cinema or media and entertainment industry, and that is what it is being brought over here again. So that will happen. These cultural programs are something, a delight to the ears and a delight to our ears as well, and we are also looking forward to it. The entire day would be so busy that all the reporters, everybody, all the people who are from the DD News, from the DD India, they would be super busy in covering these sessions, various sessions, and we would also be looking forward to these artists who would be coming, or these actors would be coming there and trying to have a conversation with them. Also, at the ground level of this particular center, there is an exhibition center, which is exhibition hall, which is huge, and there also the Prasar Bharati Pavilion is also put up. We are also expecting many artists and people from the yesteryears, film cinema, they would be Indian cinema, they would be keen on visiting the Prasar Bharati Pavilion, and we are expecting to, we are looking forward to have a communication with those people as well. So all in all, it is an exciting place to be. It is all 4 days of excitement, learning, creativity, and understanding how India will reshape everything which is written for the media and entertainment sector, and the world is here to witness. The world, including the participants, including the people from the, the consulates, including including from the media and entertainment sector, various companies, various big companies, they are here to take notes and to understand how India will be reshaping the future, and we are all going to be a part of it, and it's really exciting day to be.
Right, it'll be great to find out what comes out of this churning that takes place of creative minds in the next 4 days starting from today. Saraswati, I'd like to come to you. I really want to put a simple fanboy question. What will it take for India to make a film like Avatar, Avengers here at home? We see Indian cities feature in the credits, that a lot of backroom post-production is being done there, as I was talking to Mank about. What will it take for the entire film to be made here for the world?
I think it's trust in a filmmaker. I think it purely starts with trusting a filmmaker in having a vision that they can deliver something like an Avatar. I think for even for the filmmaker of Avatar, even for the filmmaker James Cameron, for him to make his film, somebody had to invest that kind of a money into what his vision is. And I think that's the first step, is someone has to trust someone and believe that that's possible.
Sorry, it's
and
funny that we're talking about Avatar, because the very concept is also Indian in that sense,
yes.
you know. Sorry, please carry on.
Absolutely, that's exactly what I'm trying to say, is that our stories have been used, our mythology has been used by the entire world to make it in a way that it can be absorbed by the entire world. So I think our storytellers are ready, I'm ready, and the team behind me is ready to be given that opportunity of trust. And I think once you trust a person with it, that's all it takes, that it takes that trust to build a project, to bring a team together, to invest into it, to say, I support your project. So I think that's all that is missing, nothing more. And I think the government has done the most brilliant thing right now with Prime Minister Modi ji's vision, is Modi saying, I trust the creator economy to take India to the world, to bring the world to India. And I think that's big. That's a very big stepping stone in my mind, where this platform has never been available. It started. So I think there's more of this that will, kind of take in the next 4 days of what's really happening. Is it just a big event, or is this event going to bring B2B meetings and people are going to trust each other, believe in the story? As a storyteller and writer-director myself, one of the most important things is it's entertainment. Entertainment is business, so even when the judges were reviewing all the participants and stuff, it's all about entertainment, entertainment, and entertainment. So I would highly, highly believe that the talent is available, the technology is available, we're all at par. I think it's the risk. People have to take the risk. We are at the Geo Center. One of the biggest investors that's probably possible is Geo themselves, to say, we believe in animation, we believe in visual effects, and I think we need big players within India to come.
Right.
Just to go back to the previous question that you asked me about, we are not just service providers anymore. Indian talent is not just here to provide services. Indian talent is demanding that their stories be invested into and be told. And there are so many animation and visual effects studios in the world that are Indian, that are running the global space. So yes. I think the shift has happened. It's just a matter of time that we trust our young filmmakers, women filmmakers, everybody, in fact, to be able to make great cinema in India, in animation and in visual effects.
Right, Saraswati, taking that forward, it's interesting you say that talent and technology is what we have, risk is what is needed. So in terms of the various creations that have come about as part of the run-up of Waves, and now with 42 finalists already there in the animation and filmmaking space, tell us whether you see that risk element, that drive element in these finalists, and are most of the stories related to India? What sort of stories are there? Because animation and films are all about storytelling, isn't it?
I think the stories are heartfelt. You know, a story, as I said earlier, the judges have done a phenomenal job of looking at all these amazing, talented people to just focus only on entertainment, because content creators are so good today that they can entertain you in 30 seconds. So now if you're able to entertain me in 30 seconds, can I be entertained for 90 minutes at the same impactful way? And I think that's exactly what they have already taken the risk. They're here. They've invested their personal time and energy. You know, they're very young, they're very creative, and they're not risk averse. You know, they've made animation and visual effects their life. You know, that's a very, very big risk for them and their parents to take already. So I think we're ready. We have great stories. There's some stories about, you know, Indianness traveling around the world. There's stories about, I mean, there's one kid who wrote a story. He's 16 years old, and he's from Ranchi, and he's coming all the way with he's 16 and he's coming with his brother, and he wrote a story about how AI and human world are going to interact within India, and how there are going to be agents that are going to help tell a better world, you know, using AI. So it's interesting that they can come up with stories like that, and he wrote an entire feature film at the age of 16. So yes, has he taken a risk? Absolutely. Have they taken a risk with their short films and their TV series? Yes, absolutely. So I think it's money. Money needs to be given to them. Money needs to be granted to them, like education loans are given to children, to say, all right, take this money, go to school and study. The same way film grants and film loans have to be given to all these wonderful, talented artists to say, I want to travel the world to learn what the world is made of. I want to go to the best animation visual effects festivals. I want to interact with the world, but also bring the world here, which is what Waves is kind of doing. So I would say invest in the people, because we have talent, we have technology. Investment is the missing piece.